That's not good. Alright. Stream is up. Status. Bam. We're live, baby. Alright. Let's see. I just need to do some shenanigans here. Okay. So, for those of you checking in the stream, I'm currently going to get destroyed by Monroe's Hunter deck. And we have got a guest joining us tonight. That's Daryl. Say hi, Daryl.
Hi, Daryl.
That's nice work.
Well
met. All right. Let me
That's
just
incredible.
jump over. Where the I should swear a lot. What was I doing here? Oh, I actually have to record the podcast. Yeah, that would be good.
You right now.
Okay, we're recording, and oh shoot, I'm gonna die. Totally gonna die. All right, what? Oh, yeah, the time. All right, so we're at about 18 minutes here. Let's do this. Hello, welcome to Brewmasters episode 20. I'm Doug, your host, who is about to die from his voice going away, and it's bad. So I'm going to be as brief as possible tonight as I attempt to talk. Let's see. I'm going to start with my ladder stuff so I can get out of the way and take a rest here. I am at a lofty rank 9. That's right. I've done very little in the way of climbing, and I've had very bad luck. I've run into a lot of matches where I go up and down and up and down. I stay at 10 for forever, and I just end up at 9. Oh well, it is what it is. After that, let's see, what else have I been doing? Not much, just kind of chilling, playing, experimenting. I'll talk about that a little bit later. And the beer I have tonight is Shorts Brewery Controversy Ale, FKA Hangin' Frank. It's exciting.
Nice.
And with that, I'm going to pass it on. We've got Chase and Nigel, and tonight we have a special guest, Daryl, the man himself.
He's kind of big deal.
He is a kind of a big deal, yeah. And if you're watching the stream, you'll see his name is actually kind of big deal. So why don't we go to our guest first? Let's start with Daryl.
Oh, man. Where am I on the ladder? Is
How's
that
it
what you
going?
want to know?
Yeah, let us know where you're on the ladder. Are you drinking something? What's going on?
Oh, I'm going to stay drinking stuff. Well, I'm ranked 6 right now. It's going pretty well. I'm going to catch Chase and then, hit Legend where he does this month. But
That sounds good.
I'm drinking is some Norm's raggedy ass IPA.
Oh, that's
from
so
Riffin'
good.
Claw. So it's so good. It's like my go-to beer at this point.
Yeah.
But, that's it. That's all I got going on. Just
Nice.
trying to grind, be good at this game.
Sounds like a plan.
Better than I am.
Let's
So
hear it,
I mean,
Chase.
yeah. You right there.
What?
Let's hear it, Chase. What do you got?
Well, I am at rank 5.
Oh,
Still.
boy.
Because I am terrible at this game.
Here it is.
I literally can't buy myself a win. I've disenchanted a bunch of stuff and crafted a bunch of stuff, and I still am sucking. So I don't know what to do.
You're
Man,
hanging out.
Someone give me a good deck, please.
He was rage eating a lot of his wild cards. He's like, "Is this card good?" Just eating it.
And then tonight I am drinking. I don't know if you guys can see it. It is my homebrewed Belgian triple that I am tasting for the first time today.
sounds
Well,
fancy.
Jealous.
This is my second glass of it today.
Wow.
It's pretty good.
I think it's like 6 or 7%, if I remember correctly. It is very sweet
Huh.
and very delightful.
Sounds
I am
good.
very.
All right, Nigel, how about you?
I'm rank 5. I hit 5 for the first time in several seasons.
Nice.
Yeah, I was unable to get there with elemental builds. However, I was just playing against too wide a variety of decks,
Yeah.
and I wasn't able to really target. I wasn't really able to play how I wanted either. It wasn't fun for me. So I actually just switched to pirates for the last 2 ranks, and I got there in like 10 minutes. So yeah, I don't even feel dirty about it either because there's not many.
Sure
There's
you
actually
did.
not many pirates from 10 to 5. So, it was like the pirate mirror match was not a thing because that's not very fun.
Yeah.
Just played against a lot of fun stuff, and I put Molten Blade in my deck for fun, and because I hate not drawing weapons, and it's actually worked out really well. The first time I put it in my deck, I drew Doomhammer, and I was like, I looked at my heroic strike, I'm like, yeah, this is good.
Wow.
Very good.
That's about the best possible result you can get from Molten Blade. We'll go into it a little bit later in the
That's pretty good.
my needs and name numbers section.
Yeah. All right, that sounds like a plan. So I just finished my brutal cage match with Monroe, where he soundly defeated me with his mid-range hunter deck. But we knew I wasn't going to win that, so no big deal. So, first up from me, a little bit of news. I don't really have much to cover, and my voice is dying, so I'm just going to talk about the global games a little bit. USA is up 2-0, which is awesome.
Spoiled it for me. I was trying to watch.
Too bad. Spoilers in 2017. Come on, man. We got the internet now. Everything's spoiled right away. Anyway,
Yeah, I should have kept up.
you know.
Actually,
they're
The
gonna
Force Awakens was not spoiled right away, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Actually,
Star
you know,
Wars
you
is
know what's
sacred,
funny
though.
is nobody spoiled The Force Awakens for me, and I would not have had what's the other one, Rogue One, spoiled for me if I hadn't listened to the Nerdist podcast, because they spoiled it on there. And I was like, wow, thanks.
I mean, what did they spoil? The fact that everyone dies?
Yeah,
Oh, what spoilers? Come
maybe
on.
somebody could have lived. You never know. Anyway,
We know that nobody lived.
well, some of them lived. Princess Leia lived.
She
Hey, too
she was
soon.
not Rogue One.
Well, that's true. I guess you got a point there. Wow. All right. So, global games back on track.
Chase just roasted him over some Star Wars.
I know it's I can't even hang
Chase the
tonight.
casual savage.
You're just brutalizing me in this podcast, I tell you what. U.S. is up 2-0. That's awesome. The only other team that's up 2-0, I believe, is Ukraine. Group, what the hell? Group
They got ice.
Group H. What, Ukraine? No, not Tice.
I don't know who's on the Ukrainian team.
Neither do
That's
I.
Stansifka?
That is, it just shows classes. Damn you, Blizzard. What the hell? Yeah, I don't know. It's a country. They got players. They're probably pretty good.
They play Hearthstone.
They must play Hearthstone because they're kicking ass. They're up 6-2,
yeah.
but the U.S. is up 6-1 in games. That's right. We're better. But what I just found out today, and Chase is like, duh, this tournament takes for actual frickin' ever. Like, we're going to be like 27, 100 years old when this thing is over. It's insane. It's like, what, 10 weeks? 12 weeks? 10, right?
Yeah, it's super
10.
cool. I think
Jesus.
it's
Oh.
10, yeah.
The Dr. Hippie, Nyria,
Oh.
Nick Chipper, and
Yep.
Kolento is in
Well,
the Ukraine.
There
So
you go.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, they're good.
So
they're
that's
pretty
like
good.
one.
They all right.
They all add up to like what? 1 fire bat, 2 fire bats? Like how's it? Never mind. I just wanted to shout out to, in the background of Firebat's video camera, his Hearthstone pillow, which I believe was acquired at a certain fireside gathering in Clinton Township, Michigan. Maybe a Gamer's Gauntlet. I'm just going to put that out there.
Yeah, you should Photoshop that a little better, circling the pillow, and then put that in our show notes.
All right, I will do that. Just for you, and I'll put big arrows that say, like, Gamer's Gauntlet with the address.
Yeah,
Talk to Kato. Anyway, so this thing is fun to watch, though. I don't even know when it starts up this week, but it's cool. I like watching all the U.S. matches. And some of the other countries, when you see like a big name, you're like, ooh, that guy's from that country, and you kind of check it out. And if you hate yourself, like Nigel, you try to watch every single match.
I do not recommend that. It's not a good plan.
I don't
Oh,
need no
man.
sleep.
It's too many. It's just too many.
Yeah, it's not a good idea.
Oh,
to do
God.
that.
But anyway,
Like
so
I
It's not too
logged in
many.
today.
There's no such thing.
I logged in today after several days of not watching. I'm like, I'll just catch up, and I realized that there's like 30 hours worth of coverage. I'm like,
Just catch up on 600 hours of
I
Hearthstone.
watched day 4. I watched
Yeah.
the whole thing today.
oh man,
Yeah, it's actually a lot. It's actually a lot shorter if you skip through all the bullshit.
Yep.
And and I was like, well, it's 1 o'clock. I've been watching for 4 hours roughly. 2 more days of that. So
Yeah.
I sit down with it.
2 more days of that. Yeah, so for those that don't know the format of this thing, the first stage of the tournament is 48 teams. I mean, like, that's insane. And they're, like, seated and they're playing round robin in groups of 6. So they have to play,
Mhm.
5 matches in the first round? And then if they advance, they have to go to the second stage where there's 24 teams, because why not? That's still, still like a
the
million.
double group stage is a little weird to me.
It's
but
kind of crazy.
I mean, like, you want to make it 10 weeks long. I guess
So,
that's how you do it.
well, then they do another round robin in the 24, good God. So then in the third stage, there's 16 teams left, and they battle it out, right? Single elimination, finally. But then you get down to the top 4. And by the way, this is just the qualifier. Once you get through all this and you have 4 teams left, you move on to the finals. That's right.
Holy God.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
No wonder it takes 3 years to finish this
Really?
tournament.
Stage 1 goes from April 11th to June 15th.
Oh my God. Get out of here. Get out of here. Are you kidding me?
No, I'm looking at the
Oh.
Wikipedia right now.
No
Round robin
way.
groups, 8 groups of 16s, top 3 advance to round of 24.
Oh my God, drink for that, man.
Yo, round of 24.
Oh, I
Was it-
almost spit it out there.
Wait, hold on.
I've never heard of a playoff so accurately mimicking what the actual
God,
game
God.
is like. I guess hockey
Yeah,
is
yeah.
as close as it gets.
The
And then the round of-
semifinals, aka the
Round of
36.
24 is round robin groups, 6 rounds of 4 teams, or 6 groups of 4 teams.
Oh,
Top 2 and the 4 highest third place teams based on tiebreakers will advance to playoffs. So then the playoffs is 16 teams and it's single elimination.
jeez. So then the finals tournament is insane. Like they're gonna fly them out to wherever in some studio or something, and it's a
Probably LA.
single elimination. Thank God, but it's best of 9. So those matches are gonna take all day, and it's
So
like
excited.
that's gonna be nuts, man. Oh
That's
my
so much
God.
worse, though.
It's like
This-
oh,
Firebat, Dog, Hot Meowth, and Amnesiac are just gonna crush it.
I hope so.
So-
I mean, I believe it.
I really hope so, and I'm just gonna watch their matches and maybe like Tice's or somebody else, Oh, by the way, there was some drama over the Tice Fairbat thing. I don't know if you guys heard that. That was
No, what
so
happened?
stupid. Well, Firebat said something about Pirate Warrior, and Tice said, "Oh, I'll crush you" or something, and back and forth they went. And Firebat's like, "All right, bro, I'll queue up first. Why don't you put yourself first in the order and let's do this?" And Tice is like, "You got it." And then when the orders
And-
came out, like Firebat was first and Tice was at the bottom. It was like, "Oh, he's dodging him,
Oh.
he's ducking him." And then what people found out later is that the order was set before they even had the exchange. So
Mm-hmm.
in the end, didn't matter. But I guess
Yeah,
he's.
I feel like
What's that?
I was just gonna say I feel like Firebat hasn't qualified for the World Championships just because he doesn't have to, or he doesn't really want to. Like he's got so much
Yeah.
other stuff going on. Like why even bother?
Yeah,
I, mean, I
have a
guess if
feeling.
you've already done it once,
Yeah, like been there, done that.
Must be nice.
Got a card.
Yeah, I have a feeling there's a little bit of that going on, and it seems like he just wants to give back, and he's like more chill now, and he's got
Yeah,
lost
like-
some of that edge, So
He does the bat stones every once in a while,
Yep, those
and
are
he does some casting too. And I think he's actually a pretty solid caster.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think he was like
I like-
caster of the year last year, wasn't
I like watching his bat stones. They're pretty cool.
he? Yeah, it's good stuff, man. He's a good dude. He's very nice. Very nice.
Mhm.
Came out to the Fires of the Gathering, won that pillow
Daryl
that you
lost
see
to
on
him in the
stream.
first round.
Yeah, that happened. That was the thing that happened.
That was great. How did that
Don't say
feel?
it like you're like embarrassed of it. I mean, jeez, it's okay.
I was like, I'm gonna show up to this Hearthstone Fireside Gathering and just get crushed by a world champ. No, whatever. Big deal. Big deal.
You know, it was great. I think it was Monroe. He was playing in like the whatever sealed league we had going on that night,
Mhm.
and he comes up to me. He's like, "Who's that in the corner? Is he like kind of a big deal?" I'm like, "Dude, that's Firebat." He's like, "Who?"
You should have said that's Daryl.
Hell yeah.
That would have been great.
The original big deal.
So, were you saying he's like who? He didn't know
Yeah, he
who
was like,
Pharaoh was?
"Who's that? Should I know that?" I'm like, "He's the first world champion." He's like, "Really? What's he doing here?"
Pretty okay at this game
What's he doing in
sometimes.
our podunk little town?
Yeah. Oh man, that's rough. All right.
Uh,
So yeah, that's all I got for the global games. You guys got anything else for that, or you good?
Just my recommendation is just pick and choose.
Yeah,
Pick and choose what you like. Don't.
totally, right there. with
yeah, because I mean, you get some of those teams. You're like, I don't know a single person on this team.
you. Yeah, exactly. So in
What was
other, what's that?
Oh, no, I was just gonna. So like before each match, they have a little like blurb about each competitor, or whatever. And for George C, he's like 16 years old. He's from England,
Yep.
and he's playing on the UK team. And like, for one of his blurbs is known as the British Amnesiac.
Yep.
Amnesiac's blurb is known as the American George C.
Strong.
Nice.
Yeah, I saw that one. Some of those are pretty funny, actually.
Yeah, those
Some
are
of
good.
are really hilarious.
Did you see dogs? It's just facts about dogs.
Yeah,
There's nothing to do with him. It's like, oh my gosh. Yeah, some good writers over there. All right, so moving on from that, are you guys holding on to your beers? Are you ready for this? We
Okay.
have now. I don't know if you've been following this, Daryl, but we have been growing our Stitcher presence from 1 to 2 active viewers, right, or active listeners. You guys, I hope you're sitting down and you got fresh pants. We have 3 total
Oh,
listeners
man.
on Stitcher.
It's amazing.
Yeah, shout out
So
to
that means-
Josh because he started it all. He's like the grand master.
Yo,
Yeah.
Josh.
And he's our lone review on Stitcher. But yeah, we're up to 3, baby. I mean, it's the sky's the limit
Oh.
from here. We could get as high as 5 this year. I'm just saying.
Just like
DVG wants
Chase
to
if we're
know.
ranking on the ladder.
DVG wants to know the thoughts on the controversy surrounding Germany's disqualified players. Well, I believe we talked about that a couple weeks ago, but I mean, what do you
Yeah.
guys think?
Yeah, but
I don't know.
even know the backstory.
I think they're probably.
You should probably re-explain it for those of us who.
Yeah.
Well, the whole deal. I assume he's referring to Pony Hoff and then Sintalal, who is also disqualified.
Yeah.
And the Pony Hoff thing was that a lot of people say he's a total shitbag and that he's complete scum and he cheats people constantly and he's an a-hole and I mean just everything. He's basically bad. And I guess there were like 2 or 3 different pros, like very big names
Yeah,
who
at least 2.
at least 2.
I know
Yeah.
one was Forsen,
Forsen,
and I
yeah.
don't remember who the other one
I
was.
can't remember, but they said they would drop out if he was voted in, and of course he was voted in, and so were they, and they dropped out. And when they dropped out, Blizzard was like, "Oh shit, that's not cool." And so they kind of looked into it more, and it turned out, yeah, he's a dirtbag. And then I can't remember what happened, but there was some conversation that was supposedly private. It was on a Discord server, so it's like that's not private. So anyway,
It was Zigzo, Super JJ,
Oh,
and
Zigzo?
Forsen.
Yep.
Zigzo, yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, what happened was a chat came out between him and some other dude, and he was like making anti-gay slurs or something. So they banned him. And then there was Sintalal, I guess, was on his stream, and he was talking about, yeah, I can see why Hitler did what he did, or something like that. And it was like, oh, what? Like, it was just totally off book. And I mean, it was funny because as soon as he said it on the stream, he went, oh, I wonder if I can edit this stream. It's like, no, it's out
He had
there
himself
now.
a Travis Wu moment.
I was gonna say, got the old Hearthstone Travis Wu.
Yep. He was like, oh, I just went full Hitler. I better back it up.
Except that, I mean, Pony Hop was already, like, kind of a douche.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Yeah, before
like,
that.
he was, like, rigging tournaments, allegedly, and
Yeah.
other stuff.
That's what I hear.
And Forsen actually, like, Forsen was like, hey, if he gets voted in, I will not play in the Hearthstone Global Games.
Yeah.
And he kept to his word. Forsen is not in the Hearthstone Global Games.
That was cool. I like that. Mad
Some
props.
integrity there.
Yeah. So anyway, that's the deal with that. And now I don't even know who Germany has now. They've got life coach or something.
I don't know
I
how
don't
he
even know.
how they got life coach to come back from Gwent. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, I thought he quit. What's up, bro? Sheesh.
Let me find out real quick who they got, because I can just pull it up.
Oh, you just
super
pulled-
fast.
Yeah, it's funny when he announced he was quitting. I was like, yeah, you could quit, because you don't give a shit.
Wait, what is he quitting?
He
He's
gonna
quitting
quit
Hearthstone.
Yeah.
So they have Viper, Super JJ, Camlan, and life coach.
Yeah. Yeah. They're not bad. They got a decent team.
Yep. Yeah.
Although, what's
Alright.
their record right now, Chase?
Let's see. I don't know what group they're in.
I don't either.
Think-
This is some quality podcasting where we don't say, oh, they're 0-1.
It's
Oh, no.
It's not U.S., not Canada or
Yes,
Mexico.
they are 0-1. They went 2-3 in the match, to be fair. So like those
Okay.
wins help
Okay.
a little bit at least.
Yeah. Well, they're not bad players. I think it's funny.
I'll be honest with you, like, life coach is a lot of the reason that I'm any good at playing Miracle Rogue.
Oh, that's good.
Like-
Life coach makes me want to kill myself.
I think he's a really good player. I mean, he's like
I think we have both ends of the spectrum here.
okay, he's got some questionable personality traits, sure, but I think he's a good player.
No, I think he's a good player too. he makes me want to kill myself. The fact how slow he is at playing the game, like that's just
the old
yeah.
rope
ridiculous.
coach
As a
syndrome.
spectator
Yeah.
sport, it is not nearly as fun.
The old rope coach.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that I suppose it's okay that because of the severity of the transgressions, the people that ended up being disqualified,
Right.
that it's fine. But like think of it if it was something a little less severe. It'd be really easy to go and have it just the guy said something the guy didn't like, so he throws a fit, and then the most popular guy, gets to stay on or whatever. Like I just think about it from the other side, where you're like, this is kind of.
Yeah, I could see that. Where it's like a popularity contest. Like
Yeah.
I can be edgy.
Well, I mean, it literally
It
was
is.
a popularity
Yeah,
contest
literally
for some of the
was.
players.
I mean, I get the vote thing, but like, you want to get wrapped up in like the schoolyard crap where I don't like this guy, so I'm not going to play with him kind of thing.
Yeah, I hated that.
Well, no, like Forza was just like taking a stand because of the shady stuff that Ponyhoff has done.
No, I mean, I
So,
respect that. Respect that. I mean, I believe it.
can't be mad about that.
No.
Is this really number 20?
Doesn't feel like it.
This is number 20, believe it or not.
Jeez.
Man,
Yeah.
how it took so long to get me on here? Jeez. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, Chase had to catch you. It's like hunting
That's
a
right.
kangaroo. You've got to tackle them. It's very tricky.
I mean, are you even here? I don't even see your video.
That's
No,
true.
No.
That's
I'm
true.
here in spirit, boys. Here in
Oh,
spirit.
jeez. Look out. Let's see. What else
Got
did
a
I
Daryl
have?
ghost.
DreamHack is almost upon us. Is that this weekend? DreamHack? Next. I think it's this.
I don't know.
All right.
Let me find out.
Let's
The one in Austin,
DreamHack.
I think it's
Austin
this
27.
Powers of the Internet.
28th. That's this weekend.
Yep, 20th,
Yep,
30th of
That
April.
is this weekend.
Testing is intensifying for that. I've heard all kinds of shenanigans about people testing and blah, blah, blah. And, shout out to all the dudes from Michigan that are headed to that, especially Immortal Lion. He's been freaking out over the past week. Like, what am I going to do with this? What am I going to do with that? And I'm like, look, just listen to me. I know everything about Hearthstone. Don't worry about it. and then he ignores
Obviously.
everything I say.
I've hit Legend once.
I could be a world champion. I just choose not to.
I'm at home with
Not
kids
it.
reading bedtime stories. That's why my voice is hit. So, it's what it is. And then
Oh,
he
that's a good
ignores
bit.
my advice, which is probably a good idea, and then he just does well. So, but yeah, so that's going on. That's really exciting. And then let me talk about my super awesome, amazing deck that I built. That is actually very crappy. It is a Tempo Mage deck based around elementals called, you ready for this? Tempo Mental.
Oh, that's actually
Gotta
pretty
sound
cool.
better than that.
That's right.
I mean, like 7 out of 10 would
That's
laugh again.
Oh, at least somebody appreciates it.
I mean, I get it.
But anyway, this deck is awful because all I did was I started at the lowest mana cost and just put in spells that I remembered being good from Tempo Mage and threw a couple elementals in there. I figured it'll be good. It's actually awful because what you do, so it has things like Arcane Missiles, Firefly, Mana Worm, you got your Flame Geysers, which nobody else in the world is running, so why not? And let's see, Steam Surger, the good elemental from the mage class, and then you got your Archmage and stuff up top. But the problem is this deck runs out of steam very quickly. I don't know. I think gone are the days in this meta where you can just like ping things off in like tempo, like you can. The cards are too good. I mean, Alley Cat from Hunter, sets up the 1/1s on the board. You just got your too much early game out there to do a strategy like this. So if you guys are watching the stream, check out this list and let me know what you think. But then somebody, I believe it was Mad at Arms, threw the link up in our Discord. We have a Discord, by the way. You should join it. It's awesome. Daryl's in there. It's something to do with a squid in his name.
I don't know if that's a strong selling point, boss.
I think it is. Wherever Daryl is, the people go. I don't know if you knew that. So then he pointed out to me that some other people got Legend with awesome tempo elemental mage decks. I found one from Cassia that's pretty cool. It's basically the exact same as my deck, just with half the cards different, And it's got
just with different cards.
just with all different cards. Don't worry about it.
Practically the same, though.
It's got actual good things like water elementals and blaze callers and the Servant of Kalamos.
How the hell are you not playing? Man, I can't believe you're not playing Water Elemental. That's like
I literally just started at
The
the
one that you
bottom.
watch
such
sounds
a
really
card
good.
right now.
Yeah.
How do you call this an elemental deck?
Listen,
Like,
shit, you have You have Steam Surger as your only.
Sean,
Oh.
I got Firefly in.
That's
I got
it. But the
Firefly.
only card that requires elemental is fucking Steam Surger. That's good.
Oh man, okay, yeah, I know it was bad, but like I literally went through and just put all the cheap stuff in there. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna edit it. Don't worry. I'm gonna
Cut
try and
mirror
make it
image
better.
as a start, please.
Cut mirror image. I
You
don't-
have 8
There's
one
mirror
drops.
image
You
in
have
it?
8
Oh.
one drops and
Oh.
2 mirror images.
Oh, I do have mirror image. Yeah, you're right.
I mean, I was trying to give you the benefit of the doubt that it didn't
We
suck,
don't want
but
Doug is ranking 9.
Oh no, it sucks.
Are we gonna turn this into Deck Doctor?
Oh, we're doing it right now on the stream. Yeah, we're tearing this thing apart and fixing it
Oh my lord.
because it's bad. I mean, I don't know. I have a flame strike in there.
I'm just gonna pull up my elemental list,
Oh, stop it.
which I stopped playing a while ago, but let's see.
Yeah, no, this deck is pretty much terrible. The flame geysers are not good. They suck. This Phoenix might be good. I want to try that out. That
which
looks
one? The one that
interesting.
does damage when it
Yeah,
comes
Phoenix
Fire
is
Plume
good.
Phoenix.
Yeah.
No,
This card's
not-
really
don't
good.
play that
Good.
in Mage.
Why not?
Good.
Because you have Steam Surger and Water Elemental, which are both better cards.
Really?
Yeah. And you know what the third best 4-drop is? Fireball. You know what the fourth best 4-drop is? 12-year Stone Shaper. You know what the ninth best 4-drop is?
12 years Stone
Phoenix.
Shaper.
That stupid Phoenix.
Let's try the Stone Shaper. All right, fine.
Let's see.
I have like
I was
26
two-
4-drops now.
26 4 drop.
That's the thing. Like you don't play Antonitis, and you don't even have to play Blaze Color if you don't want to.
But
like,
it's so
you can,
good.
Like your goal is not to play the super long game with high drops. When you get to like turns 8, 9, and 10, your goal is to play 2 cards a turn, and then maybe
Yeah,
fit in a
that's right.
ping if you can. If you have Pyros, you can play Pyros. That serves as your late game card.
I don't have Pyros, so.
It's not a huge deal. It's a good
Rip,
card.
Rip Dreams.
It's all right.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, so I just changed the deck. I'll try this version out, see if it's any better. Maybe. Might
Hold
not
on,
be.
let's look. What did you do? Let's see.
No, I say you
What
stick with
have
the
you
35
done?
1 drops that deck.
Do you think it's good?
I would cut Glacial Shard. I think Glacial Shard's not needed.
Oh, yeah? What would you put in for Glacial Shard?
Well, another 1 drop.
Cut that stupid God, what is wrong with you?
I want to try the Phoenix. What's wrong with you?
I think
Go
that Phoenix
fucking
is
play
good.
Go play Arena if you want to play Phoenix.
Why can't you experiment with the Phoenix?
Because you're not playing Shaman, which is the only class where I would even think about playing that card, because it doesn't have a good 4-drop like Water Elemental.
Oh, dear. What am I going
That's
to do?
just me.
All right. Well, I would need something to place the shard with, and I don't have anything off the top of my head.
You could
We tried to
play a what's her bitch, Skeleton Mage, Thalnos.
Okay,
Play a
but
Thalnos.
that only replaces one of them.
and there's another good card called Tar Creeper.
Our Ripper's also very good.
Since
Yeah.
you've only got 2 3-drops and they both draw cards. So-
What did you
Just
say?
an idea.
Did you say Nat?
Nigel might
Bagel?
be right, though. He might be right.
All right, I'll try a Tar Creeper, see how it goes. And then I'm just gonna run with it just like this and see how it does. Because I tell you what, the deck I built has lost every single game. So
If you really want to put in a late game card, the most fun one is probably Medivh, actually. Just because you end up with fireballs and crap. I'm not saying you have to. I only found it to be okay.
well, if you think about it, I have no big spells in this deck now. It's all elementals.
Well,
Top
you have.
end, so.
Well, you think about it. You have like 2 Firelands portals that automatically summon 6/6s, which is pretty good.
If I had it in this deck, yeah.
You still have these dumb Phoenixes, which I guess you're just going to play. So good luck with that.
We're just sticking with the Phoenixes at this point.
We're gonna try it. See how it does. We'll get there. So Chase has abandoned us because he hates us. I don't know why I hit new deck. Let me back it up. So let's move on from these deck shenanigans that we've got here. Let's go to Chase's segment, and he's not here, so never mind.
Nice segment, Chase.
Let's move on to Nigel.
Good talk,
got
Chase. Good
something
talk.
to do with math or something?
There's some
Yeah,
numbers
so-
involved.
Okay, so because I've been so interested in Constructed over the last couple weeks, I've been playing Arena, but I don't feel like I have enough ethos to be able to talk about it in a way that is educational and meaningful for people. So I decided to shift the subject of my segment to something that's a little more numbers oriented. So hopefully it won't be super boring. I mean, numbers sound boring, but that's what the games are. That's what they break down into. So I'm going to take a card each week, and I'm going to kind of break it down. Usually a card that has some kind of RNG effect, like Servant of Calamos, or in this case, I picked Molten Blade because it's a card that I climbed with. And I played about 10 games on the ladder while we were recording this podcast so far, and it is not good at rank 5 and above, just so we're clear.
Oh, yeah.
There's just not enough wiggle room. Maybe I need to play with it a little bit, but Molten Blade is interesting, and you can apply this to arena or ladder, which is great. Currently, there are, pull up my little math here, 23 different weapons that Molten Blade can turn into. It can turn into itself, which is not great. The average cost is about 4, so like it kind of fits. If it kind of fills a gap between Fiery War Axe and Arcanite Reaper in a pirate deck, if you really want to play it, and you can. I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. I just think that when you're playing against, like when you get to rank 5, there's, at least from my experience, there's a glut of Quest Rogue, Miracle Rogue, and mages that have lots of ice blocks. So Pirate Warrior is going to be good against like one of those, maybe 2 of them. Well, really only one of them, because Miracle can beat you if they play a big Van Cleef or whatever. So I don't recommend it there. But when you're climbing, it's pretty good. Your average attack on a card that Molten Blade will turn into is about 3. And for this purposes, I went with 4 for Doomhammer and 0 for Fool's Bane, which is probably the worst card you can get in most cases. And usually there's about 2.5 on the average durability, which translates into a fair bit of damage.
Yeah.
So most of the time, your Molten Blade is going to end up being about 8 to 9 damage, depending.
Nice.
And there's obviously some better ones that you can get. Like you can get Doomhammer, which goes really well with Heroic Strike, for example. You can get just more Fiery War Axes or Arcanite Reapers, which is good.
Yeah.
If you're playing against a particular, like a glut of decks that are like very aggro heavy, you can actually cut down a Reaper and play a Molten Blade in the hopes that you can get something that's a little more like True Silver Champion, really good there. Just something that doesn't cost 5 mana and have 2 charges. You can get Hammer of Twilight, which is very much like Reaper, but leaves a body behind. And the only really bad ones, like the ones you're like, oh, okay, are Molten Blade itself, Light's Justice, Fool's Bane, Pentacles for Arms, Piranha Launcher, and Spirit Claws. So that's what, like 6 out of 23? So about a little over 1/4 of the time on any particular turn, it's going to turn into something that's not great. But unless it's the only card in your hand, like you usually have other options. And yeah, I just had fun with the card. I put a couple. What the hell is that card called? Sorry, I don't know the name of this damn thing.
What is it?
I put that 3-drop in that buffs a dude, buffs a weapon in your hand. I thought it was fun.
Oh, is it the legendary?
No, not that. I don't have that, or I would have.
3-drop?
Grime Street Pawnbroker, Battle Cry, give a random weapon in your hand +1/+1. And
Really?
little fun fact. Yeah, little fun fact is that if you buff the Molten Blade,
It retains
that
the buff.
retains the buff. Yeah, what happened to the notes?
Yeah, same thing happens with Shifter Zeros.
Well, I didn't know. Well, it's not always true. Like if you have, like, let's say your Molten Blade turns into Obsidian Shard, right? And for some reason, you have a non-warrior card in your hand at that point, and you play it, and it reduces the cost of Obsidian Shard. When Molten Blade shifts again the next turn, it's going to lose that buff.
Huh.
It's true. It's very true. Did you delete the show notes? Where'd they go?
No, I just moved them.
Rip show notes.
Oh, here they are. They look so weird with all the links and stuff in there. I got confused.
Yeah, because that's the ones that I did earlier that you guys ignored.
Yeah. oh, okay.
It's all
Yeah,
good.
I was playing games. What do you want? So basically, and in Arena, the card has a lot more value because games go longer. You can play them in a more mid-range deck. Like even if you just turn it into a True Silver Champion or just turn it into some random weapon. Like when you play the card, you have to kind of pick a point of power for it, and you don't know when it'll be, and just go with it. Like if it turns into something good, maybe you should just go ahead and play it that turn. You know.
Yeah.
Like if you have 5 mana and you have a 5-drop, or you have a True Silver Champion, you could play that it turned into. Maybe just drop the True Silver. Because it is pretty good. And in Constructed, like if I had a Hobart Grapple Hammer, I would probably try it just for fun. But it'd have to be like a different kind of deck. You can do some cool stuff. Or like there's a game that I posted in the thing where I had like a 9/4 Arcanite Reaper or something. Then it was the Molten Blade. It turned into Reaper on the appropriate turn. Like I was able to wait, and I was able to play a slightly slower game.
Right.
Like the reality is that Molten Blade will eventually turn into something that's amazing if you let the game go long enough. So the question is not like does it belong in Pirates, because I just played it kind of for fun, but does it belong in a slower deck that does feature some of these weapon buffs, and it's trying to just wait and like eventually, look, if your game goes long enough, chances are it will turn into Doomhammer or Gore Howl, which is pretty good with +1/+1 counters, so I hear. So
Yeah.
like there's a couple cards that it's Vine Cleaver. It's really good on those cards. So the question is, can you wait long enough, or can you play a long enough game where you'll get one of those sweet ones? I don't know, but just something to think about, and just wanted to talk about Molten Blade a little bit. You guys ever play Molten Blade anywhere?
Nope.
No.
Not in arena.
I think the way that you're describing it, though, there might be some merit to playing it in like a Taunt Warrior type deck.
Yeah,
If
like you could just
playing his
like
play
Taunt
form.
Warrior only plays War Axe, right?
Yeah.
But like you could throw a Molten Blade in there, or and maybe not two, but depending on what the meta looks like you can get something really good. Like
Nope.
Taunt Warrior would be great if it could like have Gore Howl when it wants it,
Yeah.
or it could also have just like Perdition's Blade to like clear a guy and then clear another guy. It could be either of those things. So again, just something to think about. Maybe if I had Fire Plume Ridge or whatever the Warrior Quest is called, I'd probably throw it in there and just try it. Because I do think that there is a little bit of merit to it. So yeah, that's my first needs and name numbers segment.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Yeah. While
And
you're,
yeah, if you have any names besides Snorefest 2017 or just
I like that.
a clip of someone snoring, go ahead and send it in because I'm not very good at coming up with names.
call it fun and interactive with Nigel.
Where I just talked without breathing for 4 minutes straight.
It's all good. It's all good. Yeah. While you're talking, I'm on stream getting destroyed by the
Watch.
by the Tempo Mage deck in the mirror, and it couldn't be sweeter. I mean,
With a good tempo mage.
yeah, they're playing the good version. I'm playing the shitty version. It's awesome. So Chase, you got any beer stuff to discuss this week? Nothing.
He made a pretty sweet triple. I can tell you that.
I
Had a
think
little
he's
bit of
dead.
that.
Okay, Daryl, you want to cover the beer segment?
Oh, sorry. There you go. My mic was
That's
off.
That's what I thought. I look on the stream and I know it's delayed, right? But I see him like ha 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 ha, like laughing. He laughed at nobody.
It's like, Daryl, do you want to cover it? I started panicking a little bit, Chase. I started panicking. I'm like, it's a good beer. The end. That's what I know.
I don't know. Why didn't you like that Saison?
Who, me?
What's?
Yeah, the Thug.
Oh, because it tasted like piss, to be honest with you. It was very piss-like, and I thought...
Doesn't
this-
even hold back. Well, it tasted like piss, Chase.
Well, it did,
That's why.
and
Nice.
it was freaking me out, because I was like, this really tastes... It wasn't just like a little bit of piss, it was like, that is what they put in the bottle, and that freaked me out. So, I was like, I can't
I
do
drank
this.
it. Felt like someone pissed in my mouth.
So,
It was not
Saisons
good. Not
and
good.
other similar sour beers are starting to catch on in popularity in America, but they're mostly I want to say Belgian style, or at least the European style of beer, and they use wild yeast, which is why you get that sour kind of funky
That's what they call it?
taste.
Yeah.
Well, what's the advantage to this sour taste? You just
It's
like
so
sour
bad.
things.
Yeah, it's just a different flavor profile.
Fair enough.
Like how IPAs, you get the flavor from the hops, and like stouts and whatnot, you get the flavor mostly from the malt.
Mhm.
Like Saisons and sour beers, you get the flavor from the yeast reacting to the sugars.
I can't even help it. You get the flavor from the piss, right? That's how it works.
I mean, sometimes.
It tasted so bad. I've only had
You could just pee it back into the bottle, and then you have infinite beer.
right. I guess so.
I mean,
I've only
you could
had,
talk me into that.
I've only had 2 or 3 beers that I actually had to dump out that I couldn't drink, and I don't remember one of them. But the other one was a cinnamon horchata ale.
Oh God.
Ugh.
It was. It tasted worse than feet. I mean, maybe I could stomach feet, but it
What
was
about
like,
not your grandma's apple pie?
That's okay. That's even much better than the horchata.
That was fine.
That's much better. I would drink that any day over that other one. Good God.
Is that why you laughed when I said that's what I was drinking so many weeks ago? I was
Chase
trying to
was
figure
not
it
a
out.
fan.
He, like literally, I just let it pass, right? Because I'm like, okay, is the name funny or something?
Oh man.
I guess he just thought it was awesome.
Poor Chase.
Fine.
Yeah, Chase
No,
was
but
not a fan.
I don't know. I kind of like sours, so. I bought a 6-pack of Shorts Critterless, which
You
is
know-
their sour with I forget what kind of fruit, over Christmas, and it was really, really good.
Oh.
So
Well, you know what I'll do is I'll drink like another beer or 6 first, and then I'll try it again. I'll see.
I'm sure you'll love it.
I'll see how good it is. I'll probably be great.
That's how at the end of parties I end up at Bud Light.
Oh.
The Bud
Yeah.
Light boys.
Oh, here we, it took a while, but we came back around to Nigel's Bud Light.
Oh,
Sir.
which I've never
God.
which I've never purchased in my life, by the way. So at
I
least I've
don't,
never
I don't want. I don't want to
I
talk
have drank
anymore
other
about Bud
people's.
Light, boys.
Oh, jeez. All right,
Had a
so
bad experience.
Daryl, you got anything you want to talk about since you're here? You're the guest of honor.
I don't know. What do you want to talk about?
All right, whatever you want.
I'm
man.
tell you what. I'll tell you what I'm on right now.
Not
I'm
Hearthstone.
on this this Taunt Warrior deck. I think this deck's super good.
Nice.
A lot
I
of
thought it
people-
was just gonna be like a bunch of like derp. I'm just gonna play taunts at every point in the curve.
Yeah.
But like, it's actually a lot more complicated than that. And there's like
Some of those
real-
games are though. Some of the games
Yeah.
are.
Yeah, you get
They're-
both.
Yeah, some of the games you do just play taunt, and then you get
Yeah.
sulfurous and you just go to town. But yeah, there's, especially in the mirror maneuvering for position. It seems, and this is one of the benefits of watching every fucking game in the global games. You see a fair bit of Taunt Warrior mirrors, and there's a lot going on. And quite frankly, I'm glad I'm not playing the deck because it seems like you could feel really bad by fucking up.
I think this deck's. I mean, I've climbed from like 10 to 6 today, and I just built it today, and I haven't been playing that much, but I think the deck's super sweet.
Any weird variations to it, or just are you using someone's list?
I can't remember whose list it is. I think it's just like your basic, like standard list that I found. I don't know, like there's nothing real fishy about it. I mean, it's got. I don't know if all the lists have like two, like dirty rats in it. I mean, I would assume that they would, but
Most do now.
I tell you, like
in
dirty.
the beginning, most were playing 2 brawls and a Deathwing, and I think a lot of them have shifted away from Deathwing. So
I mean, I know I'm playing a priest deck that has two dirty rats in it. That's also another deck, and I've been playing a lot of Dragon Priest. I know people thought the deck was dead, but like Primordial Drake card's insane.
do you ever worry about when you're playing that deck that you just don't have a plan? You're just like, I'm gonna play some stuff.
I mean, that's what draws me to it. Is like you just play these like really high value creatures, and you're like, I'm gonna play this Dracnoid operative because at worst it's a 6 or it's a 5/6, and then I get a little bit of upside out of it. And the new legendary is just actually insane. I think the new priest legendary, the Lyra, the Sunshard.
Fits right in with the whole plan of not having a plan.
Yeah.
You don't know what's gonna happen.
It's like I need this card, and I'm just gonna, put my faith in the light or whatever, and hope that I get it.
Nice.
Sometimes it happens, and sometimes I was climbing the other day, and I played against a priest. I was playing that deck and had like Mana Addict and the old like,
Man, addict. What the
yeah,
shit?
like the old Miracle
I
Rogue.
was trying to
list.
get there.
And like he dumpstered me, dude. It was bad. Like
Wow.
you played that Lyra and that Mana Addict and just started dumping spells, and that thing just got gigantic, and
So
you
cool.
got all those priest buffs on it and stuff. I'm like,
Did you not have the alarm bells go off in your head when they played it the previous turn? Like,
I'm like, what's the worst that could happen? And then he played that, and I'm like, oh yeah, I have that card. Yeah, crap. I forgot about that guy.
whoops.
Then he just killed me, and I was like,
Are you playing Curious Glimmerroot?
I play one of
Because
them.
it's a value card. Like, do you ever miss with it?
I missed once. It was against a shaman though, so it was like Hex, Mana Tide Totem, and like Lightning Bolt or something.
Ooh.
And it's like all of those are legitimate possibilities.
Yeah.
And I think I picked.
I picked the Hex. That's what I
Yeah,
Yep.
I picked a Hex, and it wasn't. It was
because that one's 100% in every shaman deck.
Yeah.
Whereas like Mana Tide's probably like 75 and Lightning Bolt maybe a little less. But yeah. But still 3 mana 3/3. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Maybe that's the worst part. That's again, it's just like the priest, like the whole priest like identity to me is like we're gonna play this pretty efficient body, and sometimes something good happens. Sometimes you get more value off of it.
What a strange identity for a priest to have these days. Because I don't think the whole like death rattle thing is like.
I think
Any
that's
good.
just not good.
Yeah, I think it's not good.
Like I
Actually,
opened up.
I've played against it a couple of times, and like they've even gotten the thing off, and it's like, yeah, we're just still playing Hearthstone though. Like you get a big number there, and it don't mean shit to me.
Well, yeah, like I was telling Chase, like I was playing, I was climbing with Miracle Rogue, and I would run across the Death Rattle Priest, and it's like, it's kind of like the same thing in Magic, you know what I mean? Like it's like, hey, I have a bunch of health. It's like neat, but you gotta kill me eventually, and like,
True.
if you're not dealing with my board or anything like that, like, if this auctioneer just sits here, like it's eventually just gonna kill you. You can be at 70 health, and it doesn't matter because I'm just eventually gonna get there.
It's almost like a lot of the priest decks that feature the quest would just be better if they just didn't play the quest and just played N'Zoth. Like, I know they also play N'Zoth, but like just played a good card instead of the I'm at 40, wee.
Like neat.
Yeah.
I was playing the Priest Mirror, and I got a got a mind control off of the Lyra. I'm like, this is going to be great because he's going to whirlwind slam that 8-8, and I'm just going to jack it. It's like, you're at 40 health, and I just stole your 8-8, so what's up?
Nice.
I don't know.
I mean,
That's all
what is up, Daryl? What is up?
I'm jacking that 8-8 with that mind control. Got him.
Sounds good.
I hit rank 5 chase, by the way.
Oh! Shots fired.
Poor Chase. Why haven't you been able to climb? Have you not
Yeah,
been...
what's been the obstacle?
Like,
I don't know.
Let's talk about it.
I don't know. I think it's a mental thing. I just
By the
I'm
way,
in my head.
this is a Hearthstone intervention. Why can't you get past rank 5? What's
Chase is
going on?
very much in his own head right now.
Yeah.
Have you been playing just, like... What have you been playing against? Like, can you identify a pattern? Because, I mean, I know that the 10 or so games I played is not necessarily enough to warrant, but it's like all of them were either Miracle, Quest Rogue, or some major ice block. So maybe if there's a pattern that you can find it and get out.
I don't know. It's just like Quest Warrior and
See, I play
Freeze
against one Quest.
Mage.
Love to play against Quest Warrior. Fuck.
I'm telling you,
Just-
Quest
I don't-
Warrior's where it's at.
Me and my 10 weapons want to play against Quest Warrior because I can just face all those taunts down.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I just can't find a deck, I guess, that suits me or whatever. I don't know. Like, I've been playing a bunch of different things, too. Like, I've gotten to 4 twice playing Miracle Rogue, and then gone all the way back to 0 stars 5. So I don't know what's going on.
Man.
You must be doing something wrong, because that's easily the best deck in Hearthstone, so I don't know. I
I
don't know what
know.
you're doing wrong,
Of course,
John.
Daryl would say that.
Yeah.
Gotta be.
Of course.
I'm going AFK and halfway through the match. That's gotta be it, because other than that, like,
It's the
That's
best
a
deck in
straight win.
Hearthstone.
That's a
Daryl's
straight
playing
win.
Taunt Warrior.
free win something.
I think Taunt
Well, I
Warrior
kept
might
running
be
into
the
a
best
lot
deck.
of aggro decks, and I'm like, I'm just dying to these pirates, you know what I mean? I'm like, whatever, I'm just gonna like go the polar opposite and just play a taunt all the time. And
That's exactly how I landed on Pirates to get to 5. My deck, the name of my deck is Fuck Free from Amber. Because I lost
Yo,
to
that
some guy
card's
playing a bunch of Free
good.
from Ambers, and I was like, this is stupid. Why can't... Like, whenever I play something silly like that, I just get crushed, so to hell with that. I'm gonna do the crushing.
yeah, like that card's really good in Priest right now. Like I kind of overlooked that card.
He played Medivh, and I'm like, uh-oh, what's gonna happen now? And he played Free from Amber, and he got, like, double allocated the win
Yep.
for it. I'm like, oh, okay.
Good.
I did that once.
Sure.
It's gross.
The old Medivh into Free to Amber, yeah, like all these sweet 8 drops. It's,
Right?
it's great, man.
Oh yeah, you can't beat
great.
that.
What's my combo? 16 mana, puts 2 random dudes into play. Cool.
Wow.
That seems okay. Not to mention the Medivh, who's just
That, like,
casually a
sums up Priest
7/7
right
on
now,
its own.
And you can attack with the weapon.
Yeah, you know, times get tough. You can get in for one.
I'm not saying Priest is bad. I'm just saying that's what Priest is reduced to.
Yeah.
Just roll the dice.
All right. Well, as I wind down this awful tempo mage match here, this
Yeah, I like
is-
that you went for the face while he had some mixtures out.
Why
I
not?
thought it
It's fun that way.
I won't lie. During this podcast while I was playing Power War, I summoned patches and forgot to attack with it twice.
Just gonna top deck another
It happens,
fireball
man.
and win, right?
Yeah, dude.
I was gonna help you.
Didn't get there. Anyway, we've got Fireside Gatherings coming up, guys. We've got one on Wednesday. It's gonna be fun.
Right.
Yay, Fireside.
There's prizes, and even if it's like the 4 of us, there's still prizes. So
Are they the same prizes from the first Fireside Gathering?
they actually, some of them are the exact same prizes, because when I got my kit, it was the exact same prize kit as the first Fireside I've ever had. So I'm like,
So
interesting.
I could theoretically get a third pillow, is what you're saying?
There were no pillows. There were no pillows in my first kit.
What?
That's right. The pillows
this.
came sort of in the middle. Yeah.
Well, I don't even want to show up now.
Oh man, but no,
I'm
I've
gonna
got
sit in my rank 5 glory.
a bunch of prizes. I might actually have some side events cooked up, and I might even have some decorations.
Ooh.
How do you have time for all of this?
I don't. I really don't.
I've been planning an engagement party for like 2 months, and
Yeah.
like I'm not even done with decoration.
Huh.
So
Really? I don't know how to compare a fireside gathering to an engagement party.
Oh my god, Doug, the stream just caught up. What did you do in this game?
I'm just goofing around, just going face the whole time.
Remember like a minute and a half ago, he's like, oh, my top deck another fireball. He has a blaze caller in his hand.
It was
And instead of
inactivated.
casting- you could have played an elemental. And like maybe cleared his...
Cleared it with what?
Doug, I appreciate it. Think outside the box, Doug. I appreciate
That's
that.
right.
I appreciate it.
Just rank 9 things.
Oh, you
Sometimes-
think I was
sometimes
going
you
to
got-
win if I didn't go phase?
Sometimes you just got to play
Oh!
Hearthstone hard.
Well,
Fair
considering
Plume
you're-
Phoenix for 2! Taste it, Nigel. Taste it.
I mean,
That's right.
not
Ladies
to
and
mention,
gentlemen,
okay, if you'd have just played correctly, you'd have already won the game without
That's
your
right.
fucking hill giant. That's all that thing is.
that was
Sometimes
the
you just
best
need that hill
moment.
giant.
You should have played. You should have arcane intellected first.
No,
Okay,
you
on,
just
the, on
played.
the last turn, he should have just played a fucking squire. And then you could blaze collar.
No, you just play the card that makes Nigel the saltiest. That's how the game works.
See, boys, this is why I don't stream, boys. This is why I don't stream.
Yeah, that's right. All right, so we've got Fireside's also coming up. In addition to Wednesday, we've got May 10th and May 24th, the next two after that. So get ready, get
Those
pumped.
are both Wednesdays, I believe.
I believe they are. And
Yeah,
if
they
they're
are.
not, I have the dates
Sweet. That
wrong.
means my birthday is a Sunday this year. That's great.
Nice.
I don't actually work.
Let's do some flavor text. Nigel, what do you got?
Epic Molten Blade, obviously.
Molten Blade.
Molten Blade's fucking sweet. I
Let's
don't even
pull
remember what
it
it says. Let's find out together.
Boom.
Okay, I can't say this that loud, so I'm just gonna try.
Whisper it.
It's a sword. It's a knife. It's a swizzle stick. Sorry, that's it.
It could be a boat.
If
It
I
could
could
be a
yell-
boat.
If I
Strong.
could have yelled, it would have been a lot better.
Strong.
It can even be a boat.
It can't even be a boat.
All right.
It slices, it dices, it julienne fries.
Oh, dear.
It doesn't break. It never breaks. It broke.
Jeez.
I like it. Wow.
We've done it, boys. We got
Whew.
there.
All right. Daryl, you got a flavor text you want to do?
I do. Mine happens to be a rogue card, surprisingly enough.
What? It's shocking.
It's Zero the Poison Mind. The flavor text is, it's basically your own fault if you go around drinking weird green potions handed out by creepy manta dudes.
Sounds about right.
That's a good point.
I mean, that's some words to live by, if you ask me.
Jeez.
Yeah, I feel like, yeah.
I mean, you right, though. You right. You right.
Yeah, yeah. All right, what do you got, Chase? What's yours? Tar Lurker?
I chose Tar Lurker.
That's weird.
Mostly because it was the first one that I found. I just like randomly in my collection. I was like, oh, that's funny. I just, hi, Tar here. Long time lurking, first time taunting.
That's good.
That's pretty funny. Yeah, I like that one.
I like it. That's a goofy
Tar
one. All right, I went with Counterspell. Good old 2 mana blue instant. Wait, no, sorry. Back
I
up.
hope, don't bring that up.
Yeah.
Rough.
Sorry, 2 mana blue interrupt.
Oh,
Chase is like
interrupt.
Chase is
I like
gonna
how he holds
pour
up
one
the
out
two
for
fingers like
Counterspell.
the original Counterspell guy.
Oh, jeez. Okay, so Hearthstone Counterspell is actually 3 mana secret. The flavor text reads, what's the difference between a mage playing with Counterspell and a mage who isn't? The mage who isn't is getting pyroblasted in the face.
Very true.
That's right.
I mean,
I have lost a game to a put in their deck Pyroblast.
It's
this
not
week.
wrong.
Or the mage that is playing Counterspell just counters a coin and kills himself.
Wow.
that's why you
Tempo,
gotta.
baby.
That's why you always gotta hold your coin when you're playing against mage.
Just
It
a
might
good
be
time.
counterspell. Nobody wants to get blown up by a counterspell.
Man. All right, so we are winding down. You got any movies to talk about, Nigel?
You know what? I don't. I actually have a different video game that I started playing. I started playing. I'm cheating on Blizzard.
Another
I know, It's
game.
terrible. No, at the recommendations of many people on Reddit, I bought a copy of The Witcher 3, and it's turning out to be pretty
Oh,
cool. Like,
That's a weird game.
usually I don't play a lot of single player games these days anymore, but it seems pretty good. I'm only about like an hour, and my wife's about an hour, and the game's about a year old, so I was able to buy it for I think $22 or something like that, which is pretty good.
That's not bad.
And someone's alarm's going off.
Somebody,
It's
it's
all
11 o'clock. Somebody.
Don't worry
Oh.
about it.
Gotta take
Yeah,
your
I
pills.
just think it's a cool game. Like there's a deep crafting system. There's
Ugh.
a lot of shit to do. It kind of
Crafting
reminds me. Okay, you don't need to do the whole crafting system thing. But like I just like to run around, pick stuff
That's
up.
half the game.
That's the only. That's half of Fallout 4. That's the reason I played that game, despite it having so many flaws. I played it for so long.
Fallout
But yeah,
4 is great.
Witcher 3. Okay.
Leave
it was
Fallout 4 alone.
There's nothing to it. It's just Minecraft. That's all it is. Because none of the things you do in the game actually affect anything really. That's my gripe with it. But anyway, Witcher 3 is pretty cool. I haven't really got too deep into the combat or anything. I'm still in the just got through all the tutorials and stuff. But I'm happy with $20 well spent.
Sounds
So
good.
yeah. And I haven't played
have
1 and 2,
some,
by the way, so I don't know anything about it. And they're talking about these armies that have moved in, and I'm like,
Yeah,
cool,
You're like
dude.
me,
Yeah, cool.
man.
Nice. All right, Daryl, you got anything extra you want to talk about?
No, I mean I talk about playing
I got-
League, but that's not gonna do anybody favors.
You should play
Yeah.
Heroes. 2.0's coming like tomorrow, man. It's so much better than League.
What
League's
is?
fucking boring.
I don't know, man. I got a lot invested in League, homie.
So
I
did
got
I.
movie news.
So
I
did I.
want to talk about this.
Well, hold on.
Whoa,
We're,
whoa,
we're
whoa,
on
whoa, whoa,
League.
whoa,
We're
whoa.
hold
We'll
up.
get to you.
Oh wait, what movie did I go see? Dang, I saw a real good movie and I forgot what it was. Damn.
It must not have been that good.
We can just talk about My Python and the Holy Grail. How about that? Best movie of all time, hands down, Nine Club.
It's top 5.
And Chase has never seen The Breakfast Club. We could also talk about that somehow.
What?
You've never seen Mallrats or Clerks.
Yeah, but I mean, that's not The Breakfast Club, homie.
It's pretty close.
But it's close.
It's like they're like the same movie in different generations. two different generations.
All right. So my movie news.
Okay,
Netflix is apparently paying $105 million
that's a lot.
for rights to Martin Scorsese's movie The Irishman,
Okay.
which has Robert De Niro, Al Pacino, Joe Pesci, and Harvey Keitel.
That's like all his movies.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's like every
Yeah, but this
Scorsese
Is it
movie.
Goodfellas 2 or what?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. It's
Yeah,
based on the life of, or is it?
Some kind of mobster.
I saw this. Yeah, some Irish mobster.
How'd I know? I just
Mafia
guessed.
hitman Frank Sheeran, who is best known for his possible involvement with the murder of Jimmy Hoffa.
Nice.
I think it'd be really cool, and I'm kind of excited for that to come out. But
Sounds
apparently,
kinda
it's not coming
serious.
out until 2019.
Oh, well, we only have 2 years to go, guys.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they gotta film it.
Jeez. Yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna be waiting for that one.
I think you're spending that much money. I think you'd want something up front. You know what I mean? Like something on film somewhere.
All right. By the way, I do have some small bit of movie news. A couple weeks ago, I was trying to pull up the summary for The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai on Netflix. It turns out it was on Amazon, and I found it.
Oh.
I know we talked about it a little bit, but like, just
About how
pretend
it's
that you
the best
don't
movie
know
ever.
anything about The Adventures of Buckaroo. It got almost 5 stars, but only a 6.4 on IMDb. So clearly, IMDb sucks.
What's its Rotten Tomato score?
I actually don't know. It's not up here. I have it on Amazon.
Okay.
Imagine you don't know anything about this movie, and this is actually all I know about this movie. I'm like, oh, what's this? This looks cool. Buckaroo Banzai is a rock star / brain surgeon / comic book superhero / samurai who, along with his group, the Hong Kong Cavaliers, must stop evil creatures from the 8th dimension, all named John, who are trying to conquer our dimension. He's helped by Penny Pretty, who's a dead ringer for his ex-wife, and some good extra-dimensional beings who look and talk like Jamaicans.
I mean, I'm in.
It sounds
I mean,
good.
It is.
how could
All
you
right.
not be? Can you think of a weirder kind of summary for a movie?
So first of all,
Yeah.
the good aliens do talk like Jamaicans, and all of the bad aliens are named John, and they all have different last names. One of them is John Big Booty. Great.
Lovely.
It has a 71% fresh rating on Rotten Tomatoes. So
That's pretty fresh.
yeah, go watch it because it's great.
Relatively fresh.
I like tried to think of another movie that could have a really ridiculous intro, and the one that popped in my mind immediately was Killer Clowns from Outer Space, a movie I've seen many
Oh.
times.
Oh,
Gosh.
jeez.
But all they have, their intro is one sentence, and it's like, one of a kind alien invasion sci-fi featuring blood-drinking alien clowns harvesting human victims in a small city. That's it. Like, you could have done so much more with
They
that.
left out the cotton candy cocoons. There,
They left out Oh my lord.
The silly
giant
straws. Remember them silly
Oh,
straws?
Oh, that was brutal. Yeah. What year did that come out?
As what year was this?
It had to be in the 80s. It had to be. Right?
Actually, that's weird. It doesn't say on here.
It's gotta be.
Strange.
Late 80s, early 90s, I'd imagine.
If only we had some kind of technology.
Right? God.
I mean, for some reason, Amazon
Nigel.
just doesn't show it.
Someone ought to make a website where you can look at
1988.
these things.
1988.
Yep. Yeah, I believe I was at the ripe old age of probably 8 or 9 when this came out, or when this was viewable for viewing on HBO.
It was on TV all the time.
Oh, it was on
All the
HBO and TV constantly. And
I was 5.
my brother made me watch it, and of course I had nightmares about clowns for forever. Yep.
I still don't like clowns.
My dad made me watch it.
Nice.
As made you like as a punishment?
No,
That's a hell of a dad. Wow.
Hey,
it wasn't a punishment. He just made me watch it.
Okay.
It's like, oh, it's fake. It's so fake. And I'm just like, it doesn't look fake.
It sure looks
still
scary
terrifying.
real. Yeah.
Yeah,
Still
you watch
horrific.
that stuff now and you're like, come on, really? Come
Right.
on, younger me. Come on.
Right.
Yeah.
And then when
Well,
you
I
turn
mean,
it
a
off, you're
movie
still a
that
little
didn't
bit
stand the
scared.
test of time in some ways.
So, like, my dad, when he was a young kid, he was afraid, like, to watch Jack the Giant Killer,
Sure.
which was a movie that was based on Jack and the Beanstalk. And not only was it based on that, but it was also a musical.
Oh, that's awkward.
Wow.
So I make fun of him
Wow.
all the time for that.
Well,
I got
hey,
my payback.
to each his own, right?
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's rough stuff. All right, so in terms of movies, I haven't really watched many movies lately. I did see on Netflix, though, a sweet documentary about a restaurant chef called For Grace. And it's about a chef from Chicago, Curtis Duffy, who his ambition is just to have the best restaurant in the world, and that's it. And he's just got one singular focus, and it's really cool. It goes through his life story, which is really fucked up, by the way. But it's just a really cool movie. It's actually interesting, and the food is amazing. I'm like, holy crap, I could never cook like that. Are you kidding me? No way, dude. Liquid nitrogen, all that crap, forget it. But the thing that I thought was amazing was I was watching this movie, and who's the famous chef from the one show, the Master Chef show? His name is Graham.
Ramsay?
No, Graham, the big
Graham
Graham.
Elliott?
Graham Elliott.
Graham Elliott?
He goes. So the whole thing is this guy worked in the most famous restaurant in Chicago, and so he came up through that aristocracy or whatever, all these foodie type people, and so he's connected with all these guys. And he went back to the restaurant he used to work at because it's going to close soon, I guess. And it's him and Graham Elliott that roll up to the door in nice suits, right? And the chef comes out and says, "Get the fuck out of here." And I'm watching it going, "Wait a minute, what did you just say? That's Graham Elliott. Does he not know who they are? What? Well, apparently they had some kind of argument 20 years ago or something. So, but it's a great movie. It was really exciting. I was not expecting to be entertained by a movie about food. So, shout out
Sweet.
to that movie. Check that out.
I mean, if that kind of stuff interests you, there's a few shows
a
on
little
Netflix you should watch.
Oh, I already
Watch
have.
Jiro. Jiro Dreams of Sushi is a good one.
Yep, already
That's
saw
a
it.
good one.
Best
Chef
sushi in the
Table
world.
is another good one.
Already saw that too.
And Mind of a Chef.
Way ahead of you.
That
Oh,
Chef's
fine.
Table episode with that Korean woman. That one was great.
I still don't think I've seen that one.
Yeah.
It's one of the first episodes of season 2. I think that one's really great.
Wow. See, my problem
Oh, maybe I have
is
seen that one.
I watch those movies and I get hungry and I'm already fat, so this is a problem.
I don't know. It kind of
Same.
satiates me.
Oh,
you know,
really?
I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. It just
Makes me want to eat a bunch of different kind of food. More than me.
Yeah, it does make me hungry. All right, so that's a wrap, man. We've done the round table. We've hit all the points and talked about movies too, which I'm sure everybody hates, but oh well, it's all good. Let's see if anybody's kicking in the chat. Kung Fury from Netflix. All right.
Kung Fury. Oh my god.
All right.
I watched
I
that
think
movie.
I've seen Kung Fury.
Also
that fun.
another
It
shout
was
out
good.
to Clerks. Clerks is awesome.
Clerks is
37.
great.
Absolutely
Saw it
is.
37 times. It's amazing.
Still good.
I've never seen Clerks 2.
Clerks 2 is not bad. Yeah, but you really had to
Yeah.
like the
It's
first
okay.
one, I think.
Yeah, it's okay.
Oh, see, that's not exactly a ringing endorsement.
Come on.
That worries me that I'll not like it, and then it'll make me not like the original Clerks.
Have you seen Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back?
Of course.
Who hasn't?
Did you like it?
It's ridiculous kind of charm.
Yeah, it's
You would
funny.
Then you would like Clerks.
Yeah, you'll like You'll like it
So-
because it's got a lot
but
of
see,
nerd humor.
So I have to approach it not as like the sequel to Clerks.
No.
Because
Yeah.
Clerks was, I mean, it was a funny movie, but it was kind of, it had a
It's
relatively
pretty
serious,
serious,
yeah, it was a serious movie. And I guess maybe I'd rather have it like a funnier version because like,
Oh, yeah, it's much funnier. Yeah.
okay, well, now I'm
And
interested.
there's a ton of joking about nerd stuff and comics and movies. And it's pretty
Okay.
funny. But it's also got it's got a little serious tone, but a lot of people miss that. It's fun. It's just a fun movie. All right, let's see. Let's give a big thanks to Daryl for showing up. What's up, Daryl?
Yay,
Thanks.
Daryl.
Thanks for
Yay,
coming
thanks for,
out.
thanks for letting me come on.
Nice applause. Yay.
Yes, with my homies.
That's right. If you for some reason enjoyed the cast tonight, which I don't know how that's possible, let us know on social
It
media.
was actual trash.
Yeah, it was actual garbage. Let us know. We got the social media channels. We got the Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, you name it. We've got patreon.com/brewmasterscast. We've got brewmasterspodcast@gmail.com if you want to email us. You can head over to iTunes and leave a 5-star review. All the other stars are awful. Just 5. Only 5, please.
We'll talk about it on the air.
We will talk about it because we've only got like 3, so we might as well talk about a 4th one. Who cares? Other than that, just let people know. Say, hey, this podcast is awful. You definitely have to listen to it. And
Find out how awful it
that's
is for
about it.
yourself.
That is an
That's
angle
right.
we could take.
That's right. It's like
How bad is it?
We may be doing it unintentionally.
You never know. It's a mystery. It's a mystery. All right. Bye. Good night, everybody.
Wow.
Good night, everybody.
Hard outro.
That's right.
Good night and good luck.
It's like, and done. Cut it. Daryl's like, I gotta quit. I'm done.
All right, I'm out, guys.
Oh, that was
Right.
wow.
See you,
That was
Jason.
fast.
Oh man, you got stuff to do.
Right.
That's right.
Yeah.
Whoa. that dog's not gonna walk itself. It's
pretty fun.
You're right though. You're right.
All right, man. That was almost exactly an hour. That was great. Thanks for coming.
Perfect.
Daryl.
That's what we like to have. We don't really want to do the whole hour and a half thing. We're not going to run out of space, are we? Like
Nope.
we have one more episode, right?
Nope. I took care of it. I'm compressing the.
Oh, we gotta
Episodes.
send you monies. I gotta send you money too.
Yeah. Where's my money?
keep-
Yeah, Daryl. By the way, you owe me $20.
Yeah.
Checks in the mail.
Guests of the podcast.
I hope you take checks.
You're part of the crew now. You have to pay up.
Oh shit. Yeah. Oh man. But anyway, so yeah, it's I don't know. What do you owe me, Nigel? Like $100? 200?
I don't really think it's that much.
True City.
You gotta realize that.
It's
I need to sneak it over to you when like, well, not that my wife watches the bank account like a hawk, but like, every now and again, it's like, and then she'll be like, "Oh, you spent $5 at Taco Bell." I'm like, "Come on,
Yeah.
just let me
I know.
alone, man."
Really?
So I gotta sneak it in when I think she's like, "Oh," she won't bother looking.
Yep. I hear
Like
you.
today she ordered a whole bunch of stuff for her work, like work clothes, like $100 for a $250 vet bill, so might be a couple days.
Yeah. All right. I can buy that. No problem.
Nice when you brawl and your guy's the only one who lives. Nice. This game's easy.
I know. I've had that happen. That is like the best feeling in the world. What did I have? I did a double Dirty Rat brawl when he already had like 3 minions out. So it was like 5-2, and one of my Dirty Rats lived.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did. I just
Yeah.
dirty ratted and
Oh.
I won it. I was
So
like, this
good.
game's easy.
I need to craft that quest. That seems so good.
It's hard to play, but it's pretty good.
I played a lot of regular Control Warrior back in the day. So like,
Yeah,
I know
that's
it's not the
kinda
same dynamic, but there are similarities in the sense that it's like, all right, I have, exactly what tools you have available. You're like, all right, I've used, you have 2 executes, 2 shield slams, 2 brawls, and you have to manage your removal and stuff. And there's also even a turning point. It's a lot like playing the Elise Golden Monkey deck, where like, like when you play your quest, like your game plan changes, you shift gears drastically, just like when you play Golden Monkey. So I think there's a lot of crossover there.
Cool.
I mean, I'm probably gonna lose the mirror. He has initiative. I know.
Lose the mirror? No.
Yeah, it feels sad, man.
I'm probably going to lose this mage match because I don't know, I'm tired, so I'm misplaying and not really focusing. But that's going to do it for the stream. Thank you guys for coming out to the stream.
Yeah, thanks for watching live. We like it. It makes some of our talking about the things that go on in the podcast make a little more sense.
Oh man, my minions are frozen.
Oh no, he's got the execute. Yeah, we're dead. Rip me 2017. That was a good man.
Super dead.
Super dead.
That's alright. I'm rank 5. I'm as good as Chase now. So
Yeah, I managed to lose my 2 stars.
Man, I feel bad
that
for
I had,
Chase.
'cause he's not having a good. You know what?
No, he's just
There
hit
have
a
definitely
wall.
been there have been times in this game where for months at a time and you know about it, it was before we started the podcast. Really, I was just like, I don't have any direction. You know, I'm just like, I can't find a deck that I like.
Yep.
Like it started like right when I think Karazhan came out. That was the last time it happened to me. It came out, and I'm just like, none of these decks speak to me whatsoever.
Yeah.
So, God, this mage deck that you played against, Doug, I played against it so many times.
Yeah.
It's so fucking annoying.
Yeah, I'm not, like, I haven't even been focusing on it. I probably should. Like, I should probably care, but I'm just like, Throw down some cards. He's gonna double fireball, frostbolt me. It's alright.
Yeah. Are you playing shield blocks in here?
No, I took him out.
Mm.
What I should have done is just control the board and hero powered repeatedly, like a good.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering. I was like, I wonder if maybe you just like never play the quest. Like,
We
I guess
don't.
he just
You don't never, but you get up to like 60 and then you play it and they can't do anything.
yeah, well, it's not like he's gonna be able to break through you, right? Like
No.
his deck's a
Which
bunch of
quest
do
were we
nothings,
talking
and you have the warrior
Yeah.
quest. Like when you play against the mage, Alex Straza,
Yep.
dipshit deck. Like, you just like don't play yourself for us until you're like way ahead, right?
Yep. Yeah, I totally could have won this if I was paying attention, but just not.
I think that's actually a good matchup for you. Like they don't.
Yeah, as long as you don't play Sulphurous.
Yeah, they don't put enough pressure on you to like. They just let you sit back and do your thing, and they try to out tempo you, and you're like,
Yep.
2 damage, 8 damage, or 2 mana, 8 damage a turn. It's pretty hard to beat when you're ahead.
I like the idea of putting shield block back in. I think because it fucks up the math real hard.
I mean, I play shield blocks. I play shield blocks.
Yeah. I mean,
I
don't
play
know what
Slam,
Doug
though.
plays instead. Doug's playing Slam too. Jeez, he's playing all
Yep.
kinds of stuff.
Double slam, double fishes. Probably needs to change. I don't know. Got me this far. I haven't played much last week. It's been kind of off and on. As needed. Ooh, there's a pyroblast in my face, and then he just loses.
Is that really what he did?
He did. He just pyroblasted my face. I'm at 2, and he concedes. That's how you get
See,
there.
they
boys.
are playing Pyroblast just straight up. That's ridiculous.
Wow,
I
that
got,
is nuts.
I got pyroblasted twice in a game and still won it as a Taunt Warrior deck.
Yeah,
I'm like,
man.
they glyphed one out and then pyroblasted me. I'm like, neat, you got your armor. I'm still like 30 health.
Still at 30 health, and I have all these big-butted dudes in play. What's up?
I think that's the biggest strength of that deck is like those, especially against mages, like those taunt minions. They have so much health now.
Yeah, and like no mage is ever going to put polymorph into their deck on purpose because of Quest Rogue.
Yeah,
And
Like
it's
they're
like,
just it's too terrible. Like they can get it off a glyph, but like
Yeah.
good luck.
and then that 1/4 guy that just like gives you another taunt minion. Like that dude's insane. Like it doesn't even matter what you get. Just
Yeah,
get
we
a
talked about that
decent
card
one.
last week. It's insane. Like he just
Yeah,
does everything.
You can do like the whole Stonehill Defender chain. You just keep chaining them together till you find someone. Like it's nice, man.
that card is very, very good right now.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
card's super good.
Wow.
It's so weird how that it works in that mid-range paladin deck, or not the mid-range. Like even like the aggro one, I have like the one that has the
In
1/2
all the
Murloc
paladin
grows.
decks.
Well, it's great in there in general, right? But it's like
Yep.
it's not a bad opener when you just go like, I think it's called Grimscale Oracle, the 1/2 that grows, and then you play like Hydrologist, and you're like 1/3 taunt, and then like somehow it's magically good.
Tidecaller?
Tidecaller, that's what it's called.
Yeah.
The Oracle's the 1/1.
Yep. But yeah, I don't know about the Murlocs. I'm gonna try the aggro deck because this got up on the stream. This like control paladin.
Oh yeah, you need more 1-drops in this deck, like real
No,
hard.
This deck is hardcore. Like nothing gets through this in terms of aggro. It just totally
36.
stalls.
36 1-drop.
Double Spike Ridge Steed.
Yep. This thing is.
Yeah,
I think that
Curator.
card's, I think
And
that
the
card's
Great-
underrated too.
Spike Ridged?
Yeah, I think that card's really good.
It's very good.
I had.
It's very polarizing because it's either going to be like amazing or it's going to get sapped and you're going to be like, oh,
Yeah.
I hate myself.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I had somebody get me down to like 5, and then they never got through my taunts. It was
Well, that's happened to me. Like
ridiculous.
when you're playing the Taunt Warrior deck, it's like, I'm at 6, but like Laws, it doesn't matter because
Yep.
I'm gonna keep like throwing 8 toughness in front of every guys every turn.
Exactly. Yep.
The one that's like kind of tough is like the warrior, or not warrior, but when you're playing warrior versus the hunter, because like when you hero power, like their hero power is like actual damage now,
Yeah.
because you've got the sulfurous or whatever, so
Oh,
you have to be like
switch.
careful about that. Yeah.
Yep.
And Chase and I were talking about too, like what happens when you sulfurous and then Justicar Trueheart?
Nothing.
Nothing happens.
Nothing should happen.
That's disappointing.
Really? Don't you get the upgraded?
It's like that with a lot.
Regular?
Justicar's like that with a lot of stuff. It's like that
It
with
just doesn't change it.
It's like that with Shadow Form. It's like that with an already Justicard thing. Like let's say you Justicard, then you Gold Monk, you get
Yeah.
Justicard. Bleeding, it doesn't do anything. What else does your hero power become besides Ragnaros? There was one other thing it becomes sometimes, right?
I mean, Major Dormo turns you into Ragnaros, but
Yeah, but maybe that was
you have like shadow form, like Dinomancy is one now.
I'm sure it doesn't work with Dinomancy either.
That'd be gross. Like
I
4
don't
4 on a beast.
I want to play Dinomancy again. With Flare.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
You're right.
Oh yeah.
Dude, Flare's so good right now, and I don't know why people are playing it. What people aren't playing it, excuse me.
Flare's okay.
Flare. If you just
Like
play it
Jason-
as a one of it gives you like this incredible insurance against all those dumb mage decks.
Is it me or do they all have like 12 ice blocks in their deck these days?
Yeah.
Every single one has
They always
at least
discover
3 ice blocks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that couldn't possibly be ice blocks. We've already played
Oh,
before.
there it is.
Yeah.
Look at that, another ice block.
Oh god. All right, I'm gonna stop the stream.
Yeah, I gotta go too. I'm gonna go.
Yeah, I'm finna go to sleep. I gotta work tomorrow.
And good night.